kid. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it smoking out the.
It's Madden NFL 23. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Bengals and the Bills under the lights on Monday night.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Here we go. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards on the ground. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
11.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bills at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. And the contact long time there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
11 MT, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
We're still in the first.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully...
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between 2 of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. He's got a man, complete! And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He's got Mason complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Allen going to go on 4th down. To Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is incomplete here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one not going anywhere. They give it the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Singletary again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To the air, Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
He'll get it inside the 20. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open board beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now it's sending them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. $35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills offense now for one final time in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. Allen off the play fake. Has his man, it's Shakir. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there,
well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. On the counter, this is Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Gun.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 2, ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance. but rejected by the bar. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run on first down with Moss. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Half 85, half 85.
On 2nd and 1. Allen, he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end,
Here we go.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So the completion good for 7 there.
Here we go.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Crowder now to return. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. On the counter, this is Moss. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here we go.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
11 MT. 12. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Hurst, his tight end.
Hey, you got to keep scoring.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And Burrow going to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Done. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he's really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thing. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.